Well, we're back to more wintry conditions after a mild January. Greg, apparently there's more chances for snow in the forecast.
Yeah, we kind of ended January, had a mild stretch. It was a dry month, least snowiest on record for La Crosse, and it was cold snaps, but dry. But we're back to more winter and more active-like conditions, too. But for the time being, tonight, we're not going to see any of that through tomorrow. It's just going to be much colder, especially where there's snow on the ground up towards Eau Claire. That'll go into Tuesday. Then we have a dry Wednesday morning commute. I think that'll remain unaffected yet, but then the system begins to push in, and then it gets a little more dicey as we go into the afternoon and evening in regards to maybe some freezing drizzle, and then more snow as you go further north too. So, and that could extend into Wednesday night. It looks like we won't see precipitation for the Thursday morning commute, but roads may be an issue by then. Wind chills tonight, definitely we're going to see with that northwest wind about 10 to 15. As you wake up tomorrow morning, some areas of Arcadia up to 11 below, all the way up to Ladysmith 16 below, even all the way down to Prairie du Chien and south areas. We're looking still at single digits below zero. So definitely, we haven't seen this in a while. You'll feel it out there, and these wind chills will kind of improve, but still be below zero probably until about noon, and then they should recover in the afternoon time frame. Now overall, we're going to start off pretty much near zero or slightly below for most areas. We will have some sunshine out there, but cloud cover, high cloud cover will begin to increase throughout the day, and that's really what you'll see most of the day. Winds will lighten up towards the afternoon time frame, and for Tuesday evening's commute, we're just looking at really at cloud cover with that northeast wind. Temperatures still teens to maybe upper single digits by that time, so definitely cold. There's your high temperatures going into Thursday. Now Wednesday, we're going to see a slightly different thing. We're going to see the temperatures come back up towards freezing because we're going to be warmer going into Wednesday, and then we have to contend with that system coming through precipitation in the afternoon and evening. Now right now it looks like initially we might see a little bit of snow somewhere along a little bit of a line as it pushes through the area right there about in the afternoon time frame. Then to the south of that area, it's going to be a little bit more tricky in what exactly precipitation type we're going to be, because heavier amount of freezing rain will probably be to the south of the area. To I-94 and north, we're going to have a band set up potentially near the evening commute that will persist probably until about midnight. And then you see a lot of the pink kind of approaching the area. Not much in between, but that means we might deal with some freezing drizzle a little bit off and on. So we'll have to watch for that. All this activity will eventually push out before Thursday morning's commute, so we'll have to deal with snow and that. So typical SIP system, kind of similar to what we saw last week, but this one bears a little bit more watching of exactly where that band may set up. You can see there's about a 2 to 4, maybe even 4 to 8 inch spread up there of where that snow could actually develop. Further south you go, looks like we'll pick up a little bit of snow towards La Crosse, and further south you go into southern Wisconsin. That's where the ice threat gets a little bit more tricky. And right now, a trace to a tenth potentially in these areas. This could come up if we get warmer air further north, or maybe less as it goes further south. But that threat is there for the evening commute and Wednesday evening. Thursday behind the system, we do cool down. We're going to be in the upper 20s, but the bigger story going into Thursday is going to be the gusty winds. We see winds gusting as high as 35 to 40 going into Wednesday, so that'll be the big picture. But then going into the weekend, we got another system that looks to produce maybe widespread snow and potentially 3 to 6, could be even more. So if you got travel plans for Saturday, stay tuned for that forecast. And then it could get real cold next week, especially if we have snow on the ground. We could be looking at a lot of sub-zero temperatures next week if the snow does materialize. So pay attention to Wednesday evening and then Saturday too.
Keep the scarves out, keep the hats out, the mittens.
Winter's not done by any means.
Not done.
No.
All right, thank you, Greg.